Howdy, Possum Patty, and the Soggy Bottom Bunch here. Big bunch back there. Special bunch up front. Little Pixie sitting here with her journaling, yes. And speaking of journaling, yes, I think I'm just going to do some journaling. I'm just journaling today. I have a few ideas. Oh, I have this box over here. And I found a few things and I put them in there, and it was all things I wanted to put into a journal. And then somehow the pile grew and grew and grew, and now it's like this. Yes, some of that stuff just has to get put away. Some of it has to go into a journal. So, yeah, I picked something off the top there. And that was the menu from St. Patrick's Day. And also on the top is the turkey tracks. And I might put those both in the journal that I've been working on right here, because I think I can get this journal finished. Yes. I put my lovely daffodils in there. I've got coloring in here. Yeah, I'm just smashing everything in here. Originally, this was a Gratitude November journal. And then it turned into a Lots of Friendship Happy Mail journal. But I still did some, November adventures, things like that. And then I put more Happy Mail in here. And then, yeah. And then it kind of sat on the shelf for a while. And yeah, now I'm going to finish it up. Not that many more pages to go. I had so much fun yesterday with the watercolors and the brushos and journaling about the robin. And you might remember the page behind that was green. And I was like, maybe I can do my journaling about my St. Patrick's Day sandwich on that page. Yes. Okay, so I still have my St. Patrick's Day bag of goodies here. And I pulled a couple things out. And I'm just going to do some journaling, yeah. Are you journaling today? You can journal about anything, yes. Some folks say, nothing happened today. I have nothing to journal about. Didn't do anything today. I have nothing to journal about. My life is so boring. I have nothing to journal about. Well, I can journal about anything and everything, whether you might think it's boring or not. Yes, journal about it. I know you got up out of bed. I know you had something to eat. I know you either put on the television, read a book, maybe you read the Bible, maybe you went on Facebook or YouTube and watched something. Maybe you're watching a movie on television. Maybe you looked out the window. Maybe you went for a walk. I know you did something today. Yes, I know you did something. Whatever it is, you can journal about it. Yes. And it's just an excuse to be creative. I had a corned beef sandwich for lunch on St. Patrick's Day, and I'm going to journal about that. So you can too. Yes, you can. You can journal about anything in any way that you want to. Yes. When you go through my journals, every page is different. I'm just having fun with ephemera and scrapbook paper and stickers and photos and junk and whatever folks send me. Yes, I got a napkin decoupage up there, collaging, all kinds of things. Oh, and here's a heart from Leanne, from lovely Leanne. I just made a pocket for it and stuck it in there. I have some coloring pages in here because Rhonda, Junk Journal Diva, made this, and She put those in there, and I plan on doing some coloring. So this was from a book that Nancy sent me. So I put the page there, and I put her card there. A package of hot chocolate. I made a pocket. Yes, I did. What did I journal about? I think I was journaling about the owls. Yes, I was journaling about the owls. Put it in a pack of hot chocolate because this just happens to be an owl and hot chocolate spread. Yes, and this is from Martha Makes Art. Anything, flowers from a magazine, collage. You can do anything, yes. It's your journal. And life is never boring. There is always something. I have actually journaled. True. About a worm going across the road. Yes. Yes, I have. I've journaled about anything and everything. And it all turns out fun and interesting. Yes. So you have no excuse. No, you don't. You have no excuse whatsoever. Just have fun with whatever you did today. Yes, whatever you did today. I know I do videos about cooking. Yeah, I've done some videos and some journaling, a lot of journaling about cooking or eating or going somewhere, or just what I see out the window. Like I did the robins. Well, I was actually walking around the house, but I saw the robins. And I had so much fun making that page yesterday, playing with the watercolors and painting the lace. Oh, and at the end of the video yesterday, just in case you missed it, I didn't forget the dragonfly. Yes, I did add it on, and I also added a little blue bling piece, bling bling, to the head there. Little tiny touch of sparkly. So today I'm going to journal about a sandwich. Are you doing some journaling today? I hope so. Come on along. Now, if you're a beginner at journaling, this is one of the easiest ways to make an interactive page. It is so simple. Just take your journal page, pick something. It could be anything, scrapbook paper, whatever you have lying around, packaging from the kitchen, junk mail envelope. Make a little pocket. Take a memento from the day or the experience that you want to journal about. Put that in the pocket. Maybe grab some more paper and a picture and do a little journaling. Yes, I just happen to have this lovely St. Patrick's Day paper I bought secondhand at the flea market. You don't have to spend a lot of money, no. Oh, and speaking of flea market, guess what today was? Opening day at the flea market. Guess what the temperature was this morning? It was 28 degrees with a wind chill factor of around 17 when the wind blew. Did we go to the flea market? Yes, we did. Were there a lot of people there? Yes, there were. Not as many vendors as I hoped. Well, some of my fave vendors were not there, no. The ones I usually buy a lot of stuff from. But there were plenty of other vendors there. Yes. If you were looking for books or toys or Matchbox cars or old records or old stuff, yeah. Lots of stuff. Lots of stuff. I love the flea market because instead of things going to the dump, they all get recycled to a new family. Oh, you know what? I just cut this for a pocket because this was my original idea. But then I found this paper. And I was like, oh, I love this. But I'd really have to chop this up to get that bird on there. Ooh. Unless I cut this out. a little bit and put that on the pocket. Or just use this. I love the way this looks with this in the background, but I'm also loving on this bird with the shamrocks here. I don't know. Maybe I should save this for something else. We'll put that aside and continue with this. Yes, I am. Okay. It seems a little tall to me. I think what I'm going to do is cut the pocket down and I'm going to put one piece up there and I'm going to put one piece down here. And before I glue it down, I'm going to take a hole punch and make the little thumb notch on there. Oh, it said St. Patrick's Day on the back. I didn't look on the back. No, I didn't. That would have been interesting, right? St. Patrick's Day. Okay. And I don't like that this is so straight. So I'm going to rip it towards myself so I get a white decal edge. You can decorate your page with ribbons and lace or trims or cut out an image or put some stickers. Should I do the edges too? I think I will. Yes, I like that better. That's just a little bit of trim up there. Ooh, I'm getting ideas are popping into my head. See, so you don't need a lot of ideas before you start. You don't have to like plan out the entire page before you start. If I had to do that, I'd never even start. So I just have a vague idea. I'm going to journal about a sandwich. And it's St. Patrick's Day, and I want something green, and go through my stash and pick out a few things. But as I go along, I might get new ideas or different ideas. And the page will be somewhat like I planned, but, you know, it'll be about a sandwich. I'm going to press down. I just put glue on 3 sides. And I'm going to put this up there. Now I use Fabri-Tac because it's a little bit stronger because this is a pocket. And I'm going to be putting things in and out of the pocket. I'll let that dry really well. But the little piece of trim doesn't need that. Probably just some tacky glue. This is my trio of glues that I use mostly. Elmer's Craft Bond Extra Strength Glue Stick Permanent Bond, acid-free, photo-safe, non-toxic. Not the washable kind, no. The permanent bond. I use Beacon Fabri-Tac. It works on lace, fabrics, glass, leather, wood trims, all kinds of things. Yeah, but I save this for if I have something heavy to glue down or I'm working with an interactive piece. And then I have my Eileen's Original Tacky Glue, which is like a heavy white glue. So if you want a little bit drier glue, use the glue stick. If it'll take a wet glue, go ahead and use the tacky glue. Cardstock, this works good on cardstock. If you're doing like a cutout from a magazine or something, you want to use a drier glue like a glue stick. I'm using my finger tools because you don't need anything fancy to do journaling, no. You don't need anything fancy. You don't need to spend a lot of money. You can grab yourself a composition notebook and start right in, yes. I decided I wasn't going to put this whole flyer in there. They actually printed these on cardstock. But I do want, looks like spilled some lunch on there. I just want the top with what I had, although that is a cute leprechaun right there. Figaro, Figaro, Figaro. Let me look at the clock. It must be the Oreo o'clock. And then this, do I need to trim it down more? Maybe just a little bit. I could put that bird on the back of here. Now this is a little complicated because I want to fit this image. So if I place this, it's gonna get glued on like this, right? So I want to put it on like this and see how much of this I'm going to get in there. And I'm going to take a pencil and just cut this out. You can use images from magazines. You can get free magazines at the library. There's always free stuff you can get. Always, always free stuff. Friends and family can save you a few things. Oh, yes. I love that. I use this calendar over here. It's like a calendar of events. I use that for my glue paper. Of course, this is free. Glue sticks I buy at Walmart. And this is cardstock. So when I'm doing cardstock, I put glue stick in the middle. And I put a little tacky glue around the edge. Well, I went through the flea market quite quickly this morning because it was a bit chilly. It was very chilly, yes. So I didn't spend a lot of time searching through things like I usually do, because that's usually where I find my best bargains, at the bottom of a bucket somewhere. But if you know Janet Nash, I can link her channel below. Yes, she has a vintage Singer sewing machine, Serafina she calls her, and she is also collecting the hand crank kind of machines and sending them to some ladies who sew down in Africa. She met these women in Africa when she went on safari, and now she's on a mission to rescue all these old machines and fix them up and send them to the sewing ladies down in Africa. Well, anyway, at the flea market, there was the cutest little tiny miniature Singer sewing machine, and it was a hand crank. And I was like, oh, this is so cute. The price was not cute, no. The price was very expensive. It was $185 for this little tiny machine. I don't even know that it worked. It looked very rusty. But it was adorable. Yes, it was adorable. I'm thinking I want to distress this. And I don't always distress, no. But because the back is white, I might want to do that. Now I have a corner punch, 2 round corners. You don't need one of these. You can just take your scissors and go around. I had gotten a bunch of inks at the flea market in Pennsylvania years ago. I still have them. Hopefully it's still good. Let me try. And these are just little makeup sponges from the Dollar Tree. And I just do this. I like to mess up anything that looks too white. And just put some sponges on there, yeah. I know if you use one of those like Tim Holtz little things, you get a nice smooth finish. But I like to do it this way. You can do it any way you want. I'll even take it and like, just mess it up a little bit, put a little on the white parts, just put a little on the white parts like that. And because I did that side, I'll probably do this side. Gives it kind of a finished look, or if it's all white, you can mess it up so it's not so perfect, yeah. I know, purposely messing it up, right? I save the sponges and use them over until they get too hard. I'm going to take the big clip off. I'm going to take that big clip off and put that in there like that. Testing it out, it fits, but I have an idea for up here because I cut some little things in the bag. I had gotten this table scatter kind of stuff from the Dollar Tree a while ago, and there's little pots of gold and there's rainbows, but I put those on another page. Oh, you know what? I think the other page is in the other journal though. But I was thinking about these coins, these gold coins. Putting a couple of these gold coins. Can you see? Sorry if I'm not in frame. Up here in the corner. Just putting a couple of those up there. Like a little bright spot, because this is like all green, 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 right? And then, whoops, where is it? Okay. I can put 3 of those because 3 is a magical number. And then maybe one of these little pots down in the corner over here. And the shiny gold bit at the top. But I also have these. I also have these packages not even opened. Oops. 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 All right, there's a baggie in here. There's a baggie in here. Oh, and there's shamrocks in here. I don't want to put another shamrock. I think there's enough shamrocks on this page, enough clovers. Enough clovers. I don't know if I can get a coin on this page. That's why I was thinking about the little ones. 4-leaf clover for good luck, it says. I don't know. That might have to go on there with a hot glue gun. So I think for now, I'll just put those little ones. But I'll keep these in mind, yes. So I'm going to glue those on here. And then I'm going to do the last bit of a journaling card with my picture. And I have this cut apart from one of those sheets from the flea market. It says St. Patrick's Day souvenir. And I'm going to cut this part off. And I'm going to put my picture on the back and do my journaling on here. I can do it this way after I glue these down. So I'm going to use the Fabri-Tac. Do I need my big clip again? Okay. To hold that. Okay, 3 coins. So just put them here random. 1, 2, 3. I think these will stay down better because they're thinner. They're very shiny. I'm going to make these 2 touch and put this one a little separate. Maybe raise that up so they're not at the same level. Yeah. Give them a scattered kind of look like that. And the little pot of gold will go at the bottom. Opposite corner there. Okay. Last bit. Make some room. Okay, I don't need my glue stick because this is a sticker. This is a picture I printed out with my Canon Mini Ivy printer. And there's stickers, great for journaling. Oh, what about that little leprechaun? I don't know how he's going to look cut out because he's so small. Well, I could put him down there by that pot of gold. You know, I was thinking the other day, here at Soggy Bottom, of course, we have our fairies and pixie and trolls and gnomes. We don't have any leprechauns. No, we don't have any leprechauns. I shouldn't say that too loudly, should I? You never know what'll show up here at Soggy Bottom. So I'm leaving a little white edge around him like he's a die cut, right? You can cut images out of children's books. Oh, there was a book, a children's book about leprechauns at the flea market this morning. And I was like, oh, I want to get that. But it was a board book. You know, it was a heavy cardboard board book. And so it would be really difficult to try to cut out pictures and use them in your journal because it was so thick. But I guess somebody could have done it. But I was like, nah. I could have put the leprechaun down here. I'm going to put him down there. Should I put him up here? Should I put him over here by the gold? That's funny, right? Like he's looking at the gold going, ah, look at the gold. Or he could be down here waving, like, everybody come here, there's a pot of gold. Well, the thing is, if I put him up here, I might not be able to see him when I put this in here. See, that card's going to hide him. So if I put him here, you know, he'll be showing. So I think I am going to put him there. And I'm going to use a little tiny bit. You know, I think I'm going to use the Fabri-Tac. I know I was just about to journal, but this is how I journal. Yes. Ideas just pop into my head and I go with it. Because it's all about having the fun. Yep. All about having the fun. All righty, did my journaling. Gonna let that gel pen dry for a second before I put this in the pocket. But yes, look at this. Even the bird has a touch of green on it, right? I've got my border. I got a couple of accents there, accents down in the corner. I got my pocket to make the page interactive. I took part of the menu from the restaurant. Well, it's Rhines, R-E-I-N, apostrophe S. But for St. Patrick's Day, They renamed themselves Ryan's Deli. And that is in Vernon, Connecticut. And I love all this green on here for St. Patty's Day. Cut the little leprechaun out of the menu, put a little pot of gold there. I like a little accent in this corner to balance those shiny bits up in that corner. And my journaling card is a cut apart from some paper I got at the flea market. All this paper came from the flea market. And instead of putting, the nice smiling picture of myself, I put the one where I'm looking down and my tongue is sticking out. Yeah, because I thought it was funny. Yeah, I have to have a good laugh when I make the journal page and when I go back and look at it later on. March 17th, 2025, St. Patty's Day lunch at Ryan's New York Style Deli, a yummy corned beef Reuben. For the holiday, the menu said Ryan's, Ryans. And that'll go in the pocket like that. And that is all there is to it. Yes, I think it's about time you got around to it. Yes, doing some journaling is what I'm talking about. Oh, and speaking of doing some journaling, the Possum Peeps and I are having a wonderful time over at Possum Peeps Just Hanging Out group on Facebook. Now, if you're on Facebook, and maybe you're not on YouTube, so you don't make any videos, but you would like to share some of the Possum Patty inspired art, journaling, crafts, whatever, or anything that you do. It doesn't have to be inspired by me. No, not at all. So if you have a journaling page, or maybe you do crocheting or mixed media, doesn't matter. No, it doesn't matter. And you'd like to share that with the other Possum Peeps, yes, there's a small group, safe space, safe space to do that in our Facebook group. I'll put a link to that in the description below this video, yes. So I did add a few privacy things to it. So if you want to join, you have to answer a question. And I did put a delay on the post so that I could look at them first and then approve them. But once you put on a few approved posts, then you'll get automatically approved to put things up. Yes, I'm just trying to keep it to be a nice, safe space. And I put some rules, like number 1, be kind. Number 2, post your own creation. Number 3, be kind. Number 4, you can link your YouTube channel or other social media as long as it's about, artsy kind of things, journaling. And see, then it would be kind. And I think the last one is that nature posts are also welcome. Yes, because I'm all about my nature. So yeah, simple rules. And like I said, I put a few privacy things on there too. So, and I made the group not visible to the public. So yeah, I put some restrictions on it. I kind of left it visible but private when I first put it up, but I've kind of changed it a little bit so that you actually have to, go through a little effort to get in there. And hopefully we'll keep it just the Possum Peeps, safe group, lots of fun sharing, yes. And I'm so happy that the peeps are over there and they're being kind and they're sharing their art and their work. And, it's just wonderful. I love it. Well, thanks for coming along today. And I do hope you do some journaling. Happy junk journaling. Bye-bye. Spiritual Literacy. Reading the Sacred in Everyday Life by Frederick and Marianne Broussat. I have often felt myself to be a point of light, connected to everyone I have ever loved or mattered to, each also being a point of light in turn connected to those they love, so that somehow we are all a part of a vast web of twinkling lights. I think that each individual light can grow brighter or dimmer over the course of a lifetime, and that whenever a light goes out on this web, it affects me. It feels as if everyone who acts compassionately, works to raise consciousness, to save the planet, to make a difference in some significant way, is linked to everyone else who also does. Jean Shinoda Bolin in Crossing to Avalon.